Hi, it's Amy Pitcher. Let's talk about database automation with Control M. Control M for databases enables you to connect to multiple database types, including cloud databases and Snowflake, from a single computer with a secure login, which eliminates the need to provide separate authentication. You can define and monitor stored procedures, SQL scripts, SSIS packages, and also to embed database queries directly into the Control M job. You can integrate database jobs with other Control M job types in a single environment. And Control M enables all of the standard features for the Control M platform, including things like advanced scheduling criteria, complex dependencies, internal and external resources, and also variables. So let's take a look at that. So I've loaded up Control M configuration page, and I have a database connection profile called AdventureWorks. So this connection profile we establish so that we can run jobs against a particular database. This one is an MS SQL type, the database that we're connecting to itself, and what type of authentication that we're using to connect to it. In this case, Windows Authentication will specify the username and password. We can configure the connection properties, and we can configure the SSIS package preferences. So when I go to planning and we look at how to use this connection profile in a Control M job, I'm in the planning domain, and that's where we create and modify jobs that are defined in Control M. Each one of these is a separate job. So I have several database job types. They're all MS SQL. This one is an embedded query. This one's an SSIS package that pulls properties from a file. This one's an SSIS package which pulls properties from the Control M job itself and a file also. So there's a lot of options that we have for that. We want to create a new one. Go to my palette, add a new job, find databases, drag it in, and then I'll be presented with the job template on the right hand side. I can fill it out. We will start with that connection profile that we set up. Select that, which will tell us what type of a database we're connecting to. Remember, that was in the connection profile. What are we going to execute? So if we choose an SSIS package, then we have at build time live connection to that database, so we can browse through the SSIS catalog to select what it is that we want to call on. If we want to specify configuration files, if we have additional properties we want to specify, and then what type of information do we want to provide in the output. So we want the execution log. We may also want the SSIS output to be put into the job output as well. Make it look nice. You could also put in documentation path. Prioritize this in case you're leveraging resources. Any scheduling parameters, we could put in any additional prerequisites and other follow-up actions, which I talked about a little bit already. So let's check this in. So it's available for processing and order it. Go over to monitoring. Scroll over to that folder that we just ordered. So things are executing. They turn different colors as things progress. Green check marks are good. Yellow gears are running. Red X's are bad. So this one that we just set up, the SSIS test, red, not okay. So let's look at the log. It will tell us what time it was ordered, who ordered it, what connection profile it's using, and the statistics. We want to troubleshoot this, we'll go to output. We have the information that the SQL Server provided us. And it failed due to a warning. One error, 0 warnings. We could go through here and find it. I don't think that's very interesting right now. This one that completed successfully and what that looks like. And this one, I think, does not have the output in the job output. So that's why we don't have that verbose information like we saw in the other one. This one also ended not okay. Package doesn't exist. Wrong password. So you have all of that information available to you to troubleshoot. So if I do happen to know how to correct any of these, I can go to job settings and edit it, update the connection profile or update the package source or whatever it is that I need to do. Save the changes. Then you can rerun, or you can say, you know what, it's all right. I went off to the side and I fixed it. Let's continue on our way in this job flow in Control M so that the rest of our dependencies can kick off. Right, so I set it to OK. It turns green. Now the 2 dependencies are running. So you saw it's pretty easy to set up. It's super obvious to monitor. And in addition to those things that I just showed, the visibility that's provided by Control M, and it's all controlled by role-based access, so they can use via the web or API calls, not just for viewing status, but also maybe for requesting those database jobs if that's relevant. We can do advanced error handling on those outputs. So if we need to rerun it automatically or create a ticket, we can do that, send emails, etc. And also orchestrating dependencies. I showed dependencies within the Control M jobs, but those jobs could be any type, right? So they could be reporting jobs, for example, so that when all of my database jobs are complete, we can trigger a reporting job to kick off. Hope this was helpful.